Nice with you here, bringing you my theory video on Mael and what his true power really is. More of a theory that I have. As we all know, as you see from my thumbnail, this is going to be all about Mael, the strongest of the archangels. Now, the reason why I want to bring this discussion up is because I've done a lot of research and studying, and I really haven't seen a lot of people talk about this topic, and I think it's a very interesting topic that I'm about to talk about, and that is the domain. Now, if you don't know what the domain is, or the domain of the gods as they call it, depending on which translation you're reading, we found out, thanks to Suriel, that each of the 4 graces, which only the 4 archangels have one of each, they have a special ability, which is their best ability, and that is called the domains of the gods. And in that domain, it's a plane that's cut from another existence that they get transferred to, and depending on which of the 4 ones you have, that's what that domain will be based off of. When Suriel used it, it was nothing but storms and tornadoes and heavy winds, because he has tornado. He has tornado. Then his other brother, Mael, when he used his grace domain ability, it was ocean, and he made an ocean domain. And we also saw that they were able to combine the domain into one tragic, powerful domain. And a lot of people know about this, but there's something that I want to bring up that a lot of people are not talking about again. And this is the reason why I'm bringing these 2 archangels up. And that is, we have not seen Mael or Lucifer use their domains of the gods yet. But it was stated that by Mael and Suriel that this is the main ability of all the graces. They give you a domain of that element. So if Mael and Suriel has the wind and water domain, that must mean Mael and his brother Lucifer has the flash and sunshine domain, which we can assume what's going to be in that domain is nothing but basically a sun planet for Mael, and for his brother Lucifer, it's going to be a planet where just thunder is everywhere. Probably the planet in there is probably just made of thunder. There's probably no footstool or whatever, like how it was with Mael and Suriel. There was no planet. It was just a big realm full of that element. So I assume for the brothers it's going to be the same thing. And I bring this up because even though, yes, we have studied Mael and we know he's stronger than Escanor, hands down, no one can really argue that. But again, I'm bringing this up because a lot of people are talking about Mael is going to eventually fight Meliodas, since he's part of the angel clan and Meliodas is part of the devil clan, that they're going to eventually fight. And I see them do fighting, but I don't see Mael using the one mode. And let me tell you why he doesn't have the one mode. It wouldn't make no sense. When it comes to Escanor, he was human. He had a dimmed down version of sunshine. Or at least he couldn't use it to his fullest ability, in his words. But the point I'm trying to make is that his greatest technique was the one mode, which we know what that does for anyone who's been following the series. But we never seen Escanor use the gods of the domain, so which means he can't use it because he's human. But now that Mael has his grace back, which is sun sign, which he got from Escanor, this means Mael should be able to use his domain. He shouldn't be able to use the one, because my whole point is, the one mode, as cool as that was just something special in my opinion, just for Escanor, because he's a human and he doesn't have the physical capabilities of holding the grace at full power, which him himself even stated that when he gave it back to Mael. So eventually we are going to get the Meliodas and Mael match, but I believe it's not going to play out how people are thinking it's going to play out, that somehow Meliodas is going to drag the fight until nightfall, and once he gets weakened, then he's going to go assault mode and kill him off or beat him up, whatever. I don't see that actually happening. What I actually see happening is, I can see Meliodas going assault mode first and trying to one-shot him, and as a precaution, Mael ends up using his Gods of the Domain spell or ability and dragging him to a war where it's just those two one-on-one in a sun environment. which is gonna kind of throw off Meliodas off his game, since he's darkness and he's gonna be in a realm full of sunlight. So that's gonna technically be his biggest weakness. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, they already fought before and Mael lost. Well, technically he did not lose. If you read the translation the right way, or the official translation, which is Kadamit Comics, or at least the Crunchyroll Comics as well, they have the same translation, we found out that thanks to Meliodas' darkness being so pure darkness, he was able to break through sunlight, his sunshine. But we never got the conclusion of how the battle ended. We just know there was like an initiative between the two, because Meliodas came to save, I believe Balan is his name. He was one of the 6 demon generals, the guy from the 7 Deadly Sins movie. So Meliodas came and saved him from Mael, finish him off. So, but we never got a conclusion to the battle. It was never straight out flat said who won or not. It was never stated that Meliodas was stronger or not at that time than Mael. It was just stated that those two were the strongest, not including their deities. Those two were the strongest in their clan, excluding the deities, of course, like I said earlier. But I have a feeling that thanks to this recent chapter of 310 of what happened with, spoiler alert, what happened with Elizabeth, that rock dying, I have a feeling this is going to be the continue of the Holy War, that it's not really over, and I wouldn't be surprised if instead of the demons versus the angels, it's going to be just the humans / giants and fairies versus the angels, which is the goddess clan. And I can see that happening. And of course Mael, as much as he has love and respect for Elizabeth, his loyalty is still to his goddess clan. So eventually this is going to lead into a fight between him and Mael. Him and Meliodas. Matter of fact, who knows, maybe Meliodas might go bat crazy seeing Elizabeth dead and the Sins can't stop him, and then that's how we get the match between Meliodas and Mael. And maybe Mael actually has to defeat him without killing him to bring him back to normal. That's also another possibility. Just throwing it out there, but I want to save that discussion for another video when I think that'll happen. But the main point I'm trying to bring up is that I don't believe Mael has the one at all. I believe that was just a dimmed down ability for Escalon only. I believe that we're going to eventually see Mael use his god of the domain, Sunshine. And when that happens, that's going to be extremely interesting. But that's all I have for you guys. This is my theory on that. Tell me down below your theories and what you guys are thinking is going to happen in these new chapters from 311 up. What you guys think is going to happen. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Follow me on Twitter. Link me down below. Give this video a like. That's all I have for you guys. Peace and have a good one.